Welcome to Kaizen Time, part of the Blood, Sweat, and Business podcast, where we provide constant improvement to businesses through timely, actionable financial solutions. Do you want answers to your financial questions? Email us at bsp@kaizencpas.com. I'm your host, Mark Valesky. Now let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Kaizen Time. I'm joined by Pierre, a senior manager here at Kaizen. Hey, Pierre, what'd you have for lunch today?
I went to Burger King of all places. I got the Burger King salad, also known as the Whopper. It's not really a salad.
So it was a large salad.
It was a large salad with a little bit of meat sprinkled underneath.
Oh, okay. Was it connected between two buns?
Yeah, that's the holder.
So how we see a lot of interesting, I don't want to say maneuvers, but maybe I'll say that maneuvers in people's taxes, and meals appear to be one of them. Oh, yeah. People are quite creative with how they're spending it. What should they and shouldn't they be doing? Because I understand there's been some changes, and there are changes for 2025 that happen and 2026.
Correct. So as we all know, the days of the 3-hour, 3 martini lunch is long gone, where you could spend anything you want as long as it was at a restaurant, you could deduct it. Those are long gone. And as of before your time.
Oh,
I had some of it at the beginning of my time, but those are long gone. But now they're trying to crack down on the abuse that is taking place. And that is just putting all kinds of stuff in there. The rule that the government goes by is it has to be ordinary and necessary to make it deductible. So
it has to be ordinary
and necessary.
And necessary.
I talk about a great example is our accounting firm does not require a sailboat, right? I'd love to have a sailboat here, but it's not ordinary and necessary for an accounting firm to have a sailboat.
Okay.
Some other place, sailboat teaching school, perfectly normal to have a sailboat.
Guide.
Yeah, yep. Tour guide could have it. Yeah. Somebody who had a business on Lake Michigan, you could totally deduct that, but not for us. So ordinary and necessary for meals. There were some in the COVID time, and when people were struggling working there, they allowed 100% deductibility for almost all meals during that time. So that has gone away too. Okay. But now we have
like temporary.
That was a temporary because of how things were.
Okay.
So 2022 they stopped doing that as well. But basically, there are two places left for meals. There's the 50% deductible and there's the 100% deductible. So there is still 100% deductible meals. Now, 50% deductible meals are meals that you would have with your client. If you're taking your client out and you go to lunch and you talk about taxes and stuff like that, that is 50% deductible. The IRS wants you to document who you met with, what you talked about, and then you can get a 50% deduction. Your client can get the 50% deduction, or your accounting firm can get the 50% deduction.
Doesn't matter who wrote it off, who the party was. Yep. If you are my client or we are in a business relationship, half of the purchase, so $100 purchase, half of it is tax deductible.
Yes. So, and it is based on making the payments. So you can't take half and I take half. That doesn't count. We would still only get half of what you pay.
One person pays for it. That person takes the deduction.
Correct.
Understood.
So other than that, meals for employee training, or when you go to seminars, also only 50% deductible. Food and beverage that you would have, like if we had some snacks here while we were doing this, that used to be 100%, and that's only 50% deductible now on, meaning 2025.
They're cracking down.
Yeah, they are. Because the abuse, I don't think there's that much abuse, but they are trying to limit it.
They believe there's plenty of abuse.
They do believe there's plenty of abuse, but how many sodas can we drink here while the two of us are talking? But and it can't be extravagant. You can't have, even at 50%, they're going to disallow it if you and I are sitting here drinking a $80 shot each. That would be extravagant for this kind of activity, although sometimes after seeing some of these rules, you might need it. But still, that would be extravagant.
Understood. Okay.
So of the 100% deductible,
I feel that this list will be much smaller then.
Yeah. So it is and it isn't, because that's the thing. It's a little surprising to me how they limited that, but they kept other things. So if you have a Christmas party for your employees, 100% deductible.
Everything?
Everything in that thing would be 100%. Okay, well, I'm sorry, for food. So if you get pony rides, a dunk tank, all those things might not be deductible, ordinary and necessary. But food at a Christmas party, 100% deductible. Alcohol is food, yes. Meals for a public event. If we had, I believe we had a dog event out here where we did fundraising for the for a dog rescue, and we had food there. That was 100% deductible for this.
So that's a volunteering / charity /
yes, any public event. If we sponsor, if it's a promotional event, if you sponsor a 5K race or something like that, 100% deductible. And also 100% deductible, which is interesting because it seems to overlap with the meals with your client. Meals with entertainment is deductible, but
100%.
entertainment expense is not deductible.
At all?
At all. It's no longer deductible for entertainment.
I'd take you to, I'm just going to say medieval times.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Well, no, it's supposed to be entertaining. I'm just kidding.
It was entertaining the first time.
It is.
I take you there. The entertainment not covered at all.
No, but
meal 100%.
Giant chicken leg, turkey leg, fully deductible.
It's too bad I can't take you there and just be like, close your eyes. We're not paying for this.
Exactly.
But eat as much as you want.
So that's what it seems a little odd, but those are the rules as they have them right now. So it seems like they allow you to do some promotional items, but the abuse of providing food for people during everyday events is not. And part of the thought behind that is you don't get to deduct if it's not in your benefit for the employer or for you. Like if you're traveling, I can see that. You're not at your house. You can't prepare food at your house if you're traveling. So that's why they kind of limit it. And they're trying to cut down on the extravagance of it. Having large steak dinners on a Wednesday night just because you're at a conference seems to be abusive.
I just want to throw an option out there. Not that I do this or will be, but let's say I'm going to go meet up with a client for coffee and discuss business. Mm-hmm. Is it even worth it?
Oh, for sure. You want to meet with your clients to talk about your business. And you get a little break that you don't have to pay for all of it, or you get to deduct some of it.
So that's your 50%.
Yeah. So it's a little incentive to do it, but not that it's not 100% write-off. Let's just go out and eat everything we can because it's fully deductible. It's trying to make it a little more reasonable. But great question.
But on the other hand, though, if I run an event and say, hey, I'm doing this to promote us and my LLC, 100% off.
Yep. 100% deductible for the food and things like that.
Not for the entertainment.
Not for the entertainment.
Not bring a bouncy house to it, but I can at least feed people.
Well, you can bring the bouncy house.
If my business is like a clown house.
Yeah.
If it was directly, related.
If you're selling bouncy houses, of course.
Yeah. So if there's questions, you should definitely talk to an accountant to see if what it is related to your business.
Yes. So it's a little foggy. And what you don't want to do is find out after the fact that you spent a lot of money for something that is no longer deductible, because they're going to be looking for it if anybody ever works there again. That's the other piece that we have on that.
Okay.
When they come back.
And then
But there's more. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
there's more next year. Is that where you were going to say?
Yes, actually, that is it. So that is just all of 2025.
That's 2025, yes.
So what's happening in 2026? Or by the time this comes out, it may be 2026.
Yeah, so the classic case of meals provided for employees for the convenience of the employer is no longer deductible. So
say that again.
So a lot of places, we don't have it here, but a lot of places, if they have a cafeteria, that they provide food for their employees just so they can not have to go out and walk around and find food, or it keeps them, you can have lunch in a half an hour rather than an hour if you have to go out. So it's for the benefit of the employer to keep them there in the building so they can work harder.
So a place like a resort would have this, where they serve food, but they also have a little cafeteria for their employees.
Sure. And a lot of big corporations have it too.
Oh yeah. Like big ones.
Yeah. Any big firm downtown, they can have a cafeteria, and they used to be able to deduct it, but in 2026 going forward, no longer deductible for those meals.
Like went from
100%
to zero.
Zero. Yeah. It's a big change.
All I'm hearing is those are all going to be turned into like
Get some entertainment going on there. Have a comedy show while you're there. Now you have to pay for the comedy show, but if the comedy show is less expensive than the meals, that might work out.
It's going to be a bunch of chairs, beanbag chairs, and charging stations.
Yes.
Probably. Those cafeterias are all just gone.
So they may still provide it because it is still convenient to keep your employees there, and it's a perk. Another alternative, they could deduct it if they included the meals as part of your compensation. That is something that is still allowed going forward.
So, for example, you work there and then you pay part of your wages so that you can have meals there.
Yes.
So it's almost like you're back in school.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is hot
exactly.
lunch.
Yeah.
Have your little
The meal card
ticket.
that you slide in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
I don't think they use cards anymore. I mean, well, they use like a debit card
Yeah.
or a magnetic card.
Yeah. Anything else we should add to this?
I just like to recap, ordinary and necessary is the go-to definition for almost everything with the IRS. So if you think you're getting away with it, you're really not. But have a good Christmas party is what I'm hearing from this.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing left for your employees.
And kind of to add to that, as you said, ordinary and necessary. Don't think that just because the IRS hasn't sent you a letter in the 3 months that you just got away with it.
Yeah,
Right?
they are.
Again,
Yep.
they are behind. They are understaffed, but they will
And-
always catch up.
You just made me think of it. Ordinary and necessary, you might not think what is ordinary and necessary. And I've been wrong before too. I know, feels like I'm at home. But everybody, if your business has something that one company can deduct, but you can't, it's definitely worth asking your accountant whether it's deductible or not. The classic case, I had a guy, he bought a boat, and I thought, gosh darn, I don't, boat's one of my examples I use all the time. I'd love to have a boat. And I said, is this really necessary for your business? He was a construction company. And I could see if you were a construction company on the coast or on a lake or something like that, you might need it. But what he used his boat for was they did a lot of commercial work for drainage systems. And it wasn't a fancy boat. It wasn't a 35-foot lure sport fisherman for $500,000. It was just a regular boat with a little motor because sometimes they had to go out into the middle of these culverts that you see at like Home Depot or the Walmart where it gathers water. And sometimes it fills up and they have to go out and fix that. So the boat was absolutely ordinary and necessary for him.
I'm going to throw this out at you, Pierre, just because
You're not getting a boat.
I'm not. I'm super not getting a boat. I work in the wedding industry.
Okay.
And I offer my video services.
Sure.
For that. I have an accordion that I want to be able to use and offer at my weddings.
Of course.
Do you think that is ordinary and necessary?
It certainly is. According to the definition of ordinary and necessary, you would use that. Having an accordion here, not so much.
All right.
But
fair.
certainly in your business, anything like that you could tie to your business, fully deductible.
All right. That's it. It's going on my taxes then.
I love it.
Perfect. Anything else you want to add in, Pierre?
I'm good for now.
All right. I hope to see you back on this podcast soon. It's good chatting with you.
Good checking with you too. Thanks for having me.
You've been listening to Kaizen Time, part of the Blood, Sweat, and Business podcast. If you like what you heard, subscribe and leave a 5-star review. This podcast has been brought to you by Kaizen CPAs Plus Advisors, providing advisory and accounting services to help you grow your business. Learn more at kaizencpas.com or email us at bsb@kaizencpas.com.